The views and opinions expressed on the XtraPod do not reflect those of the UP Industrial Engineering Club, its leadership, nor its members. What's up, clubbers? Welcome to the XtraPod, your source for stories from the passionate, magnanimous, and victorious clubbers. I'm Troy, your host. So, after the final exams from the second semester, if you didn't take mid-year, the sems are probably starting from a very slow start, or you're probably feeling some shock coming back to school after the reading break or the summer break. But now, if you took mid-year, you're probably feeling stressed because you had little time to rest from mid-year and now you're going straight into the first semester. So today we're going to be talking about a little something similar to that. We're going to be talking about the topic of burnout. And joining me today, we have two very special guests. So first off, joining me, majoring in BS Industrial Engineering from the Batch 22s, we have a project head for org partnerships and the director for academic opportunities. We have Chelsy Sy. Hi Chelsy, kamusta ka today?
So far, so good naman ako. Since reading break has started, you know,
Right.
chill lang tayo ngayon. Pero siguro, you know, after 1 week, medyo patay na kasi sunod-sunod na yung exam.
Right. Well, sana makapahinga ka this reading break. Malalaman natin yan soon. But joining Chelsea, may kasama din siya, also a fellow BS Industrial Engineering major, and also from the Batch 22s, we have Kei Galiza. Hi, Kei!
Hey!
Ikaw,
Hi.
kamusta ka naman?
I'm doing good. I'm just vibing, you know.
Paano yung vibing?
Woo!
I love. Okay. So, as I mentioned kanina, we're in a new acad year, new semester. And, first few weeks pa lang tayo, but marami na ako naririnig na nagsasabi sa akin, pagod na ako. Kayo ba? Pagod na ba kayo? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, pagod na talaga ako.
O, diba? Wala pang mga, 1 month na ata tayo, pero pagod na tayong lahat. Like, alam mo yung feeling na kahit 8 hours pa yung tulog mo, pagising mo, pagod ka pa rin. Kasi alam mong gigising ka na. Almost full F to F na rin tayo. And we already feel the full stress of going to school, going home, struggling to get that 8 hours of sleep. The problem is real, okay? Burnout is real. So I have a question for you guys. Para sa inyo, how would you define burnout?
I think we often mistake burnout as parang exhaustion or like we're just stressed or like tinatamad lang ako ganon. Pero in reality, that in itself is burnout.
Right.
Like what you mentioned, ano yung feeling na kahit 12 hours of sleep na or kahit man 8 hours of sleep yan, tapos pagising mo sa umaga, sobrang pagod mo na and you have to like drag yourself to class every morning and you're like, oh.
Right.
Ayun, that's how I would describe burnout itself. It's just physical and emotional drain. And parang kahit the things you love doing, parang wala ka ng energy to do it. Yeah.
Right. Nakakailang hours of sleep ka ba on average so far this sem?
Siguro, kung 5 hours, I'm lucky na.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buti pa siya umabot ng 5 hours. Alright, what about you, Chelsea?
Siguro for me, yung burnt out, similar siya to like DOMS. Which is like delayed onset muscle soreness.
Okay.
Which is na, after you exercise for a bit, the next day parang patay ka na.
Hindi mo palang
medyo
mararamdaman.
Di ka na makalakad,
Oo.
di ka na bangon sa bed. Parang ganun lang rin yung burnout for me.
Right. So para sa inyo, ano yung feeling nyo kapag burned out kayo?
Well, for me, pag burnt out na ako, like, legit ayoko na gumalaw sa bed ko. Like, nakaganon lang ako buong araw. Like, stationary lang ako, ganon. And when I'm burnt out, usually, parang I isolate myself from other people. Parang I suffer in silence. But I think na when we're burnt out, we shouldn't do that. Kasi I think
Right.
it's important na we also reach out to other people and seek help or advice if we need to.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. What about you? How do you feel like when you're burnt out?
Kapag burnt out ako, usually, wala na rin akong magawa sa buhay. Like, gusto ko
Right.
na lang humiga all day. Pero, for me, nakayanan ko pa naman bumangon, pumunta ng school. Pero yung after classes, yun na yung parang gusto ko na lang umuwi, ayoko na
Right.
gumawa ng homeworks, ayoko na pumunta ng library para mag-aral. Ganun.
Diretso uwi na
Oo
as
nga.
much as possible kung kaya. So, ito ang tanong. So, from what I know, nag-mid-year kayo pareho. Am I correct?
Yes.
Alright. So, we all know mahirap na pumasok sa SEM mismo. Tapos mag-mid-year ka din, which is
Tama.
additional, dire-diretsong aral.
Yeah.
So, I have a question. Like, what was the most tiring experience from mid-year for you guys?
For me, it's the fact na after second sem, bigla kang babangon ulit ng how many
Right.
days a week. And then, yung mga iba mong ka-batch, they get like 2 months of break. Tapos ako 2 weeks lang yung akin. So, from those 2 weeks, parang tulog pa lang yun. Wala pang like doing the hobbies that
Right.
I like, doing, relaxing. As in, tulog lang talaga. So, bitin ka rin sa sarili when you start the next sem din.
Okay. I see.
Well, for me, actually, naging build-up siya bago ako nagka-burnout. So, it all started siguro same with Chelsea, end of second sem last year. And as a freshie, siguro, like compared to first sem, yung second sem talaga, grabe, hindi ko talaga alam anong nangyari nun. But,
Real.
ang daming talaga requirements and sabay-sabay yung exams. And during that time, I was also, like, nababaliw na talaga ako nun. Kasi, it was also our app batch project.
Right.
So, kasabay niya yung mga requirements and all. So, I think my last straw na I got burnt out, the peak was during mid-year. Kasi right after second sem, I just had a little break. And then when I entered mid-year, I took a math series. So, math 22 siya, just like Chelsea.
Tama.
And
I
yung-
see. Kaya pala.
Warriors.
Yeah, okay.
And yung sa math series kasi, pag mid-year siya, yung sa syllabus, an exam every week.
Yeah.
So, ako, yung nakuha ko pa, yung
Wow.
nag-grant sa akin ng CRS, is yung 7 a.m. So,
Din.
so 5 a.m. ako nagigising kasi I live 2 hours away. And so,
5 a.m.
ayun. Pagdating ko sa school, mag-aaral syempre. Tapos pag-uwi, tulog ng onte, tapos kain, tapos aral ulit. Tapos papasok ulit ako ng 7 a.m. So parang constant siya and paulit-ulit yung ginagawa ko until I got really burnt out. So,
I
ayun.
see.
I feel like it's the fact rin na yung second sem ng first year is kind of heavy.
Yeah.
I
Na
was gonna
may
say.
ES1 na for a place.
Yeah, we had
and doing all
ES1,
that.
yeah.
And then we had Math 22.
Yeah.
Some people would say na parang the hardest Math 2X series
This
Oo.
is
out of
math.
all the
Agree.
three.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So meron pa noon, tapos may physics pa, nakasabay
Yeah.
nun. And it was just like a mix of everything. Plus, second sem rin yung Eng Week. na-
Oh yeah, Eng week. So,
Right.
Eng week. Yeah, daming nangyari
Maraming
talaga
ganap.
ng second. Yeah.
So, feeling ko from that, tapos sasabak ka pa ng mid-year.
Yeah.
Tapos yung Math 22 rin. Medyo,
Tapos, di ba you also had, I remember you had training for Indakan.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, Lord.
it was super stressful then, di ba?
Maraming ganap.
Yeah.
Hindi mo naisipan ipagsabay na rin din yung ES1 ng mid-year.
actually, may kilala ako na nagsabay ng Math
Yeah,
22
yeah,
and
meron.
ES1.
Buhay pa sila.
Pwede ba i-shout out? Hi, Allen.
Sana okay ka pa po.
Actually, he did well naman.
Yeah, he
despite
did
the
really
fact
well,
na
yeah.
mid-year both.
Yeah.
Grabe.
So, crazy rin yun.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, mad respect for you.
Yeah, go Allen.
Gosh, kasi diba, isn't math kapag regular sem, everyday siya, yung meeting?
Yeah, wait.
Hindi.
Diba?
Hindi.
Oh,
Parang
ilang
nung
units ba
Math
siya?
22 ako nung second sem. Ano siya? 4 days a week. Pero 2 days of those,
Oh.
parang discussion. So, video
Alright.
lang sa YouTube. And then
Right.
the other 2 days, ano na siya? Parang face-to-face.
I see. So, paano siya sa mid-year? Dire-diretso?
Yung parang yung exam, once a week siya talaga.
Yeah.
And every day, the topics are 2 lessons, di ba?
Depends.
Yeah.
Pwedeng
Yeah.
1 to 2, depending on the lesson.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, at least tapos na.
Yeah.
na.
Pero to add on,
Okay.
wala masyado kaming break in between
Yun
mid-year and this sem. So,
Right.
ngayon
Yeah.
medyo we're still alive though. But,
That's what matters.
yeah.
Fighting pa. Kasi may
Fighting
23
pa.
pa, di ba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, this sem, we're
This
taking
sem,
23.
Kaya pa naman.
I think similar lang siya to 21. So,
Yeah.
Okay, that's
medyo,
good.
refreshing on
Right,
topics
right.
naman.
Tsaka at least na mas may pacing na kayo. Hindi na siya
Yeah, compared
as
sa
hectic as
mid-year. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So sort of circling back to the topic of burnout, how would you say na nabu-burnout ka na? Like, paano mo nalalaman na you're reaching a point of burnout? Kasi diba it depends on the person. How would you say na parating ka na dun sa point na nabu-burnout ka na?
For me, parang exhaustion and parang fatigue na. So like, as I mentioned earlier, nung mid-year, paulit-ulit talaga yung ginagawa ko. So, since paulit-ulit nga, I got really tired to the point na parang wala na talaga akong motivation na bumangon. Kahit I've had like my favorite coffee of the day, like yung paboritong iced coffee. Wala pa rin. Like sobrang, wala na akong energy or motivation to, like do the regular things that I do and do the things that I love. And also, as I mentioned earlier, siguro yung isolation, like isolating yourself from other people kasi ayaw mo na ipadala sa kanila yung bigat ng feeling mo. And I also think na another sign of burnout is also overthinking and lack of sleep. Kasi 'di ba, when you overthink, like hindi ka na makatulog, and also like ang dami mong iniisip na am I doing enough ba, or am I really putting effort on the things that I do? So ayun.
Right.
Feeling ko kasi pag I'm getting to the stage of burnout, I get cranky all the time.
Okay.
So most of the time napupush ko people away, or like I want to live in isolation nga, as you said, na parang kasi nga nag-overthink ka rin, and like paano tong exam na to, paano tong lesson na to.
Right.
I get to the point na parang ayoko nang makipag-usap kasi parang quote-unquote waste of time na rin siya. Like instead of studying, you have to socialize pa, and you have to do this and do that. So medyo nakakranky ako. And ako rin kasi medyo social person ako. So when I push people away, parang nasasad ako on my own. And like, ayun, nabu-burnout na rin ako eventually.
Right. So parang doon mo nalalaman na, there's something going on with me.
Yeah, basically, like, suffering in silence.
Yun. Grabe. Which is true naman. Agree ako. Like, in my case, if I feel burnt out, like, parang I prefer to be alone talaga.
Yeah, like, you bottle up your feelings lang to yourself.
Right. Like, parang I think na kaya ko siyang pag-isipan by myself, and like kasi baka idamay ko pa yung ibang tao, di ba? Baka may problema din yung other people, tapos baka mabuhos ko pa yung, di ba sabi mo getting cranky, so alam mo yung baka
magkakaaway pa kayo.
Ang dami na rin problema sa buhay, dagdag pa, di ba? So stop na, no more na.
Tapos to add on din, parang ayoko na isipin nila na tamad ako, ganon. So I kind of like isolate myself talaga from other people when I am burnt out.
Right. So on the topic of reaching the burnout point, like how do you try to prevent, other ways to cope from being burnt out? Kasi syempre as much as possible we want to avoid that, diba? Pero medyo inevitable din siya. So how do you try your best to avoid burnout?
For me, siguro usually kasi nababurnout ako if I do the same thing repeatedly. Like gigising ako 5 a.m. tapos pasok ako ng school ng 7. Like andito na ako sa school. Tapos 7 to 4, aral. Tapos afternoon, uwi na. Tulog, ligo, ganun. Tapos mag-repeat lang ng mag-repeat. Feeling ko if you're stuck in that cycle, parang wala nang exciting sa buhay.
Kasi ina-expect mo na eh.
Parang kapag ganun, I try to break that cycle. So, I go to like, meet new people. I go to yung mga like, events ng iClub or other things.
Right.
Para, hindi lang ako aral, tulog, kain. Para hindi rin ako mag-burnout naman.
Right.
That's what I do.
Okay.
For me naman, I love watching K-dramas.
Wow.
So,
anong favorite K-drama mo recently?
Right now, I'm watching Destined With You. And it's really good, guys. You guys should watch.
Anong episode na?
Episode 3 lang ata ako. Kakasimula lang. Yeah.
I see.
What I do is I like watching K-dramas. And also, like, 'di ba, kung nasa campus ako the whole day, yung ginagawa ko, like when I'm walking to class, kasi I like walking around campus, I like listen to music lang, tapos I have like my main character moment, gano'n.
Wow! Bida!
Tapos like Taylor Swift, gano'n.
Sa Betaway, tapos yung...
Yeah. Like I look at the scene, gano'n. Tapos it just kind of calms me, like finding peace in the chaos, gano'n.
Wow, grabe yun.
Tapos what I also like to roam around UP with my friends. Like, we try new cafes, ganon.
Yeah.
Tapos, like, kunwari, kino-compare namin yung mga coffee sa Area 2, tapos sa NIGS area, sa Science Complex area. Pero ayun, like, we just like to try out new things. And also, I also did recently try lawn tennis, and it kind of like I tried out new things na I think na I wouldn't be able to do. And also like you guys, you can go to Tambayan if you want to, or like play mahjong with people, meet new clubbers like what Chelsy said. So ayun, just trying out new things na you think you wouldn't do.
Right. So basically, it's more of like you do this routine every
Yeah.
day and you're trying to do things outside of it. Kasi
Yeah.
medyo nakakasawa na rin.
Yeah.
So you try to break that ongoing, repetitive thing
Cycle,
you do
yeah.
every day. Agree naman. And speaking of ways of preventing burnout, kakatapos lang ng ating 23 a mixer. Nakapunta ba kayo?
Ako nakapunta.
Bakit hindi nakapunta?
Actually, long story siya.
Okay.
Actually, may nakain kasi ako sa... Hindi ko alam
Wala.
kung saan, pero
Exposed na ako.
sumakit talaga yung chan ko and hindi na ako natuloy.
So,
Yeah, but I do go to... I've been to IE Club parties.
okay.
And the most recent one siguro was the 22's batch bonding, yeah.
Okay.
And
Nice.
yeah, when I go to like IE Club parties, I find it so fun. And like at the moment nga, I feel parang I've escaped kind of like yung reality ko. And meeting new people, like a lot of my clubber friends, I've met them during parties. So like parties just make me feel like escape from reality, and it's just really fun to meet new people. And also what I love about parties is yung music. So
Wow.
pag yung music vibe ko, I will really scream my lungs out pag yeah.
Paano scream? Charge up. Pwede?
Baka mabilis
Oo. Baka maano yung mga listeners.
Yeah.
Pero true. So, in some way, nakakatulong naman siya with
Yeah.
avoiding burnout.
Yeah.
What
I
about...
mean, it depends naman on people. If
Oh, yeah. Depende sa preference.
depends sa preference.
Yeah.
For me kasi it helps, like, going to
Yeah.
these events. Like, kahapon ba? Hindi. Ano ba ngayon? Joke.
Friday ngayon.
Friday ngayon. Kailan nga ba siya? 2
2
days
days
ago.
ago.
2 days ago, yeah.
2 days ago is, actually, ang dami nangyari. Kasi, before the mixer, may inattendan pang acquaintance party.
Yeah.
So, with that, I had to meet a lot of people na. Pero after nun, yung mixer, parang, of course, I met a lot of people rin. Pero I got to, loosen myself kasi
Yeah.
parang ano lang naman, chilling with the clubbers, tapos, getting some drinks, tapos
Yeah.
sayaw-sayaw to the music.
Right.
I mean, we're both introverts eh. So like,
yeah, yeah.
Count me in.
Pero kahit na introvert kami, parang
Yeah.
masaya pa rin to like meet new people
Oo.
or like people na di mo masyadong nami-meet every day.
Right.
Kasi parang something exciting, little by
True.
little.
Right. Tsaka being introverted doesn't necessarily mean preferring,
Yeah.
be by yourself for long periods of time. Sometimes you need other people din naman, di ba?
Oo
Kahit
nga.
pa paano.
yeah.
Oo. Although,
Parang mas fun kapag may kasama ka in everything.
right.
Kasi na
Agree.
mag-isa ka lang, ganyan.
True. So, ayun, somehow, would you say na naramdaman nyo na through those events, not just mixer, but like parties in general, or like social gatherings, nafe-feel nyo na parang nakakalimutan nyo yung burnout, or nakakalimutan nyo yung ongoing sa other aspects of your life, like ACADS or work? Has it been able to help naman?
Feeling ko for me, it does. Like, even 2 to 3 hours of like forgetting na
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
things ka on your to-do list.
Oo.
It helps naman. Kasi parang, ayaw mo namang isipin lang siya all day and then you're gonna bask in that sadness na.
Yeah.
Hindi ko ba
Right.
nagagawa tong part na to? Ito, parang kulang pa ganyan.
Yeah.
Parang it helps naman. At least a little
Yeah.
for me.
Like when we're in parties nga, kitang-kita ko si Chelsea. Like, sobrang enjoy niya yung moment.
May laglagan pala dito.
Ba't naman ganon?
Yeah, talon siya ng talon. And me too, talon din ako ng talon. I relate with her a lot kasi kahit 2 to 3 hours man lang yan, I really enjoy the moment and dance the night away.
Oh, that's the right away. Sayo nga.
Twice.
Or, true naman. Kasi at the end of the day, parang pag uwi mo, babalik ka na naman sa reality, di ba?
Oo nga.
Reality check na
Yeah.
naman.
The
Parang,
next day, wala
the next
na.
day, maalala mo, ano nga pala, balik na naman
May
to
ganito
your
na
usual
naman.
routine. So, sulitin talaga yung mga instances na yun, yung mga opportunities na yun na, to do things outside of your comfort, diba? Especially as introverts. Ooh,
Ikaw
Lord.
ba? Do you go to parties ba?
Yeah.
often?
Well, yes.
Wow!
Kasi, yun nga, same with you guys, parang to avoid burnout. Or actually not to avoid burnout kasi burnout na ako eh. Kasi hindi ko siya ma-avoid. It's sort of like
Out na rin.
a way to cope. To sort of, to forget about, yun din, sabi niyo, to forget about the things that's going on in my life. With ACADS and everything, the SEM's been crazy. So, pag may opportunity si Icl na magpa-party siya,
Yeah,
ganun pa
syempre
na.
go. Yeah.
Diba?
Minsan
Lalo na,
lang yun eh.
diba?
Hindi
Minsan
naman
lang
every-
din.
You guys have like go-to party moves, like dance moves, no?
Ikaw
Ano ba? Oh my God! Wala, ganun lang ako. Shimmy lang. Ikaw ba, meron ka ba?
Well, shimmy-shimmy din eh.
Oh, ganun din pala tayo.
Gumagano.
I see. Oh my God. Okay, so it's good to hear naman na kahit papaano, di ba? Throughout our hectic schedules, we're still able to find the time. And, IA Club's also given us opportunities to forget about the things going on. And saktong-sakto din, di ba? Right before reading break. Kasi kayo ba, mag-aaral ba kayo this reading break? Kasi ako, oo.
Ako rin, oo.
Ako rin,
Wala
oo.
tayong choice.
But I think important nga para hindi tayo ma-burn out is
Right.
that we should have like a good balance between
Yeah.
rest and also studying. So, ayun.
I feel like reading break is a good way rin to meet with your friends na
Yeah.
kahit yung high school.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
meet with them kasi minsan, new people, so new chicas, ganyan. Dami nangyayari sa buhay. So you
Tama.
have to let
That's
that
true.
out of yourself na rin.
Like, over the past few weeks, kahit kakasimula ng break, ang dami na nangyari. And yeah.
True.
Yeah, it feels like isang year na tayo nandito. Kahit kakasimula lang ng
Oo
sem.
nga.
Yeah.
Sa dami ng ganap. But,
1 month
yeah.
pa lang.
True, grabe. May 3 months pa tayo. Abot pa ba tayong January? Oh my gosh.
Bahala na
3
lang.
months
Bahala
ba?
na
November,
lang.
December.
December. Alam mo, abot pa tayong January, pero hopefully
Yeah.
malawan, mairaos. Kaya yan, I believe. So I want to ask you guys, we go through lots of stuff as students, and yun nga, we also have to forget na we have other responsibilities outside of being students, diba? Some of us are athletes, some of us, all of us are kids, we have parents, baka iba siblings, may responsibilities in tayo sa families. So we also have to look after ourselves, right? So do you guys have any advice for other people, other students, or just anyone in general who's looking for, tips on how to cope with burnout?
Well, for me, I think I advocate a lot for self-love and also self-care. And I think as I mentioned earlier, it's important na we set boundaries and also to take breaks. Kasi to prevent burnout, we also have to look at the signs na we are actually burnt out. We have to try, we have to recognize, and we also have to acknowledge na we're burnt out na talaga. Kasi we're scared to admit na we are. And I think na as college students, as you mentioned, it's really hard for us na we're always told or we're always pressured na we have to look good or excel at many things,
Right.
but we're human, and like burnout is inevitable, and we always need to know na we can always say no to things, and like pag hindi na talaga natin kaya, kasi like being a people pleaser, or like I like pleasing people a lot.
Yeah.
Like I'm guilty about that. And like nahihiya ako mag-no sometimes.
Yes.
So I think na okay lang mag-no. Like it's fine because burnout is real. And we also have to give love to ourselves. And also kahit man like walking around campus or just like watching your favorite TV show. Yeah, those are like ways that you can like bounce from burnout or just prevent
Right.
it. Yeah.
Right. What about?
Feeling ko, you need to find a balance in everything. Like as
Yeah.
a Libra, in its Libra
I'm
season.
a Libra. Kailan ba ka birthday niyo?
Ay, 4 ako.
Ako 6.
12.
Oh.
Ah.
So, kahapon
Kahapon
lang.
lang.
Happy
birthday!
birthday!
Alam ba, ginawa kong bigla. And anyways, as a Libra, what about a
Oh,
Libra?
yan. As a Libra na di ba yung main thing niya is about
Yeah.
balance. You have
Right.
to find
Yeah.
balance in every aspect of your life.
Yes.
Like as a daughter, as a
As it-
student, as
Right.
like if you're an athlete, if you're an artist, ganun. Na parang hindi lang dapat aral, you should always get your rest. You should
True.
also do the things you love. Na if, for me kasi, I like to do a lot of things na I like watching movies, I like watching series,
Yeah,
ganyan.
same.
Right.
Yeah.
And I also like sports. And then
Yeah.
recently, parang 2 weeks, 2 2 to 3 weeks ago, I started playing badminton with the clubbers. Just as a net.
Okay.
It's a good way to relieve stress from, studying all week. So, you should find a balance in everything para
Right.
hindi ka rin ma-burnt out. Or you could bounce back from being burnt out.
Right. Tama naman. So like sort of finding other ways to channel like yung energy mo. Diba? Para lang hindi puro ACADS. Like find some time for yourself. Find some time for the people who surround you. And like in my case naman, I agree na parang always, in my opinion, don't be guilty to take some rest.
Yeah.
Diba? Although syempre balance lang din. Mamaya nagpahinga ka lang talaga, diba? Although I'm not against that. Pero alam mo yun, always find time to rest, maintain balance between your responsibilities and time for yourself. Kasi yun nga, sabi mo, we're only human. Diba? Hindi natin kayang i-juggle yung maraming responsibilities all at once. Especially as Libras, we're so indecisive.
Yeah.
My
we're
goodness.
yeah.
Like if you give us lots of tasks, we won't know where to start.
Yeah, like pag pipili kami ng lunch,
isa
minsan
pa
hindi namin alam kung saan.
Diba? So, it's a struggle. It's a struggle talaga. Just for everyone. So, as much as possible, yun yung advice ko, to find some time for yourself. Find some time to do the things that you love. And yun, pursue your passions.
Yeah.
Ang deep.
Yeah.
Dami narating. Pero yeah, be sure to get some rest whenever you guys can.
Yeah,
And
laban lang. Laban
laban
gang.
One step at a time.
True. Kaka-start pa lang natin ng SEM, diba? Medyo, marami pa tayong papagdaanan.
Marami pang steps.
Yeah,
Marami pang
steps.
Nasa mga first step pa lang tayo. So, kaya pang bumawi kung sakaling may mishaps on the way. But, yeah, with that being said, that's it for our first episode this season. Please give yourselves a round of applause. Palakpakan naman dyan. Yes. And on behalf of the entire XtraPod team, I'd like to thank our guests, Chelsy and Kei. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sana na-enjoy nyo naman ng time nyo here.
Of course.
Got the chica.
Yeah.
Yes, I love the chica. And yeah, thank you for taking the time off to be with us here today. I know it's reading break. We love to get our rest. Pero thank you for the time for the quick chica. And it's always a blessing for us here in the XtraPod to have our guests come on the show. And yeah, thank you so much again for being here. And on our case, want to hear more? Follow the XtraPod, the most extra right now on Spotify. And also check out more #ExtraFun content over on our YouTube channel, Xtra TV, and on our other socials, the Xtragram and Xtra Talk on Instagram and TikTok. Again, everything we just talked about here in this episode is not intended to be a substitute for professional mental health advice. So if you need any help with anything regarding mental health, kindly seek guidance from a practiced health professional. So once again, I'm Troy, your host. We are just getting started here on the XtraPod this season, so stay tuned for more episodes. So this has been the XtraPod. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and always remember to do the right thing.
Yay! Woo! Laban lang, guys.